Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon from Theraldson Park here in Fargo, North Dakota. This is the 2025 North Dakota State Softball Tournament, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. I'm Chase Miller. The third place game, the teams are just about to take the field after the fifth place game went 7 innings. That saw Velvet Drake Animus pick up a 12-6 win over the Botno Braves. And after the game, Bryce Skutnik, the head coach for Velvet Drake Animus, was announced as the coach of the year here in State B softball. So still to come here in terms of hardware and senior selection. We will have the senior athlete of the year after the championship game gets done. We'll have the third place and fourth place trophies handed out after this one between the Beulah Miners and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. And then we'll have our runner-up and state championship trophy with Des Lacs Burlington and the Central Cass Squirrels. That game is scheduled to start at 4:30. It'll be close depending on how this game goes, as we'll probably have about 20 minutes, a little over that, with both teams getting to the dugouts, taking their infield, outfield introductions, and a whole lot more still to come. The Hillsboro Central Valley Burros will be the visitors on the scoreboard here today. And with a mark of 15-12, head coach is Corey Erickson, while for the Beulah Miners with a mark of 20-11, the number 4 seed entering this tournament, head coach is Kyle Christensen. We'll dive into how these two teams have fared so far and how they have been able to get to this point of the season. We'll recap what happened earlier in the 7th place game, the 5th place game. Get you ready for the championship. That and more ahead. Still to come today from Theraldson Park on the campus of NDSU. This is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex, will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Tulip Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Tulip Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Inching closer to the opening pitch in the starting lineups here today from North Dakota State University here for the state third place Class B matchup between the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros and the Beulah Miners here in this contest. A little bit of history between these two clubs. A win for Hillsboro Central Valley would be their best season ever in terms of a final result at the state tournament. Their best finish, fourth place in 2019. This is their fifth state tournament appearance. Made it in 2012, 17, 19, 2023, and here this season as well. Well, for the Beulah Miners, taking a look at their history, they made it to state 5 consecutive years. They beat the Thompson Tommies back in the state championship in Minot in 2023. This has been a very consistent program, a team that has quite frankly been the team out west where you have said not penciled but penned in the last couple of years, expecting the Miners to make it. They've had a senior athlete of the year in Taylor Christensen, Kyle Christensen's daughter, who eventually went to go play JUCO softball down in Arizona, then making her way to play Division I baseball in Texas at Albanine Christian University. So we've seen good athletes from this particular team, and we're going to see another good one in the circle with the junior and Addie Dale Geiger here a little bit later on. We'll talk about the matchup and more. So far for the Burros in 2 games here at the state tournament, batting 21 of 63 at the plate, 19 runs scored, 16 runs driven in with 11 walks and 11 strikeouts. Well, for the Beulah Miners, batting 11 of 49 at the plate, 5 runs scored with 4 runs driven in, 2 walks and 20 strikeouts. For the Burros, a 15-3 win over Velva Drake Animus in the quarterfinals, then lost to Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark 13-4 yesterday. Well, for the Beulah Miners, a 3-1 win over Botno in the quarters. Then they fell to Central Cass 9-2 yesterday in the semifinals. We're going to take a break. When we come back after this, we'll get to our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from the head coach, Corey Erickson, coming up around the corner. That's all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening pitch today. Where in Fargo, the hay still continues. This morning at 9:30, we talked the Fargo Marathon with softball. Already 1 baseball game is done at Newman Outdoor Field for the 7th place contest. We'll keep you apprised of what's going on out there. Joel Ancella will have the call of the 3rd place game with Northern Cass going up against Park River Area, and then Thompson is going for a 4-peat. We'll have that contest for you against the Lobos of Lamort, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley here later today on YourLiveEvent.com with Joel Ancella over at Newman Outdoor Field. But we'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the Burros head coach, Corey Erickson, around the corner here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Come make pasta with us. Combine your love of North Dakota and agriculture with a great career at Dakota Growers. They provide you room to grow in your career, develop your skills, and they always put safety first in their state-of-the-art facility. Check out all of their fantastic opportunities at jobs.postholdings.com or scan the QR code. Contact Erica at 701-540-6152 or Wendy 701-997-5066.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered 2-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon!
As we continue on our pregame show here today for the third place game of the state softball tournament in Class B, joining us here from Hillsboro Central Valley is the head coach. That's Corey Erickson. Corey, just take us through that game with Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. You knew for both teams there's really good hitters up and down the lineup. It was going to take some runs to win that game. Just kind of what did you see from your team at the end of the day, leaving it all on the field and having a chance here later today to have the best finish in program history with the win against a quality club here coming up with Beulah?
Well, last night we gave them too many extra outs. There's a couple plays. I mean, they're tough plays. I get it. They're tough plays, but if you want to get into that championship game, there are plays that you need to make. And we just didn't make them last night. And, they kind of made it hurt for us, when we didn't retire those runners. Offensively, we were swinging the bat pretty well, I thought. We just got underneath a couple of balls, the ones that were jumping off the bat and going over the fence for us in the quarterfinals, just getting a little bit underneath them a little bit, and they turned into, fly balls in the outfield. So, just little adjustments that we didn't make at the plate last night. But if we come out and play hard today, we'll have Megan Ensign pitching for us. A senior, she throws strikes. She moves the ball around the plate pretty well. If we can make some plays behind her and give her some run support, it should be a good day.
I know the challenge isn't getting any easier because Beulah's an awfully good team with some really good batters at the plate as well. So what's the biggest thing against this minor club with Addie Dale Geiger that probably seems like she's 50 to softball coaches in Class B because she's been there for quite some time?
Yeah, we faced her back in 12U state tournament back a few years ago when this group was, it was 14U state tournament, and she was just a 12U player playing up 14U. So, she's been around. She's going to be around for a little while longer. She's good, but we've never faced her before, and maybe that might lead to some good things today. It might take a few at-bats to adjust, but if we can just kind of clear our heads and just refocus into today, just see what happens. That's the biggest thing.
When you take a look at this team, Corey, what would winning 2 games this state tournament, a third place finish for this group of team, what would that kind of just mean, putting the seniors out on a quality note as well?
We wanted to come into this tournament and show that we belong here. We were ranked, kind of in the bottom half of the top 10 all season long, and we knew we were a better team than that. We just didn't have the wins to show for it during the regular season, but we really came on strong in the region tournament, and we had a great first game at the state tournament. Winning today would be huge. It would be our best, like you said, our best finish in program history. But I think it just proved some things to ourselves that, we were a top 5 team in the state. We really felt that we were all season long. And we really want to go out and prove it here today.
Final thing, Corey, and I've heard this from some coaches and some players and even umpires. You go from the dugout to the turf. It feels like a 5-10 degree difference. How much for these girls is it about conditioning? Is it about 3 games in 3 days and playing in the middle of the afternoon where it's 80 degrees, but maybe on the turf it feels like it's 90 degrees a little bit?
It is tough. We play lots of summer tournaments when it's 90 degrees outside, and you have to manage the water intake as much as possible and try to get some fast innings. That was a problem last night. Tenley got, kind of dehydrated there. in the middle of that game. It needed some water out there. And, here in summer tournaments, usually you can go get the player water and it not be we found out last night that it is a charge conference if you need to run out there and get some water. So that kind of messed up our plans a little bit yesterday. So just need to take in a lot of water while we're in the dugout and just hopefully have some quick innings and help out our pitcher today.
Corey, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here against the Miners.
Thank you.
And again, Corey Erickson, head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, will continue on our pregame show after this here from Fargo.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Bring the kids along and have them try out the skee ball and foosball table while you browse jerseys, hats, and other items. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles in Hillsboro.
Embrace the joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Coach's Conversation brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank, as this is our pregame show. Brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. And a reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. The Beulah Miners out in their kind of teal color uniforms here today. White numerals, Miners across the front in white. One for the Burros, white tops, white bottoms, the blue trim with the blue numerals. Burros across the front in blue, outlined in black. For more information on Irie Insurance or to get a free quote started today, they cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com. As it's now time to rev up the engines with the first pitch here. As it gets warm and sticky in the summer months, you know that means it'll be time to have the dirt fly up at both the Norman County and the Red River Valley Speedway. You still got time to get tickets to check out the World of Outlaws coming up later tonight in West Fargo with Donnie Schatz, and the World of Outlaws will be making their way back on August the 23rd. That's for more information at RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. And the Norman County Raceway, World of Outlaw late models on June the 28th in Ada, Minnesota. Tickets now available at NormanCountyRaceway.com. And don't forget about racing on the radio Thursday nights in Ada and Friday nights in the summer months in West Fargo. Opening pitch here at 157 as Addie Dale Geiger will be in the circle against the righty Peyton Quam, and Quam will take a strike. It's 0-1. As we go from there to our starting lineups here today, Quam, Kittleson, and Kritzberger here, the top third of the lineup for the Burros. Hattlestead, Iverson, and Chenault will be batting 4, 5, and 6. Here's the 0-1. Quam hits one in the air. That's going to go to right center field, and the center fielder will cut the gap there by Rembolt on a flyout, and Peyton Quam is retired on 2 pitches. Also from there, Chloe Tice will be batting 7th with Willison, the junior first baseman, 8th, and Aaliyah Jelmstead, the sophomore left fielder, 9th, with Megan Ensign in the flex here today for the Burros. 2 pitches, and Quam is retired. Now it's to Kettleson. Kettleson will take a strike, gets 0-1. Wheel in left with Rembolt in center. Horning in right field here today for the Miners. Christensen at first base. Helter at second. Hager at shorts here today for the Beulah Miners, with Hager also at third base. As this one will miss outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. As you'll have Emma over at shortstop here. And at third base will be Clara Hager. Weidner behind the plate with Dale Geiger again in the circle. Here's the 1-1 to Kittleson. It'll be called a strike. It's now 1-2. Starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products. Go to crystalsugar.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way here to Kittleson. The 1-2 pitch hit on the ground, a 1 hopper that'll be backhanded by Claire Hager across the diamond to Christensen. Good play by the corner infielders. And there's 2 down here in the top of the first on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Now it's to Kritzberger here for the Burros. As the Burros coming up to the plate the first time against a very quality pitcher again in Dale Geiger, who minimized the damage against Central Cass until the middle innings where the Squirrels really erupted for consecutive good swings. It's 0-1. I think that's the plan for anybody here this weekend on this turf as you go through the games. Is this going to be popped up down the left field line? Could spell trouble, and that will be a base knock and get back by the left fielder. Wheel rounding second. Here goes Kritzberger. A big turn, and she will hold up there with a 2-out double. So Kritzberger will get to a double as Wheel was hustling for it down the left field line. That one hit about 150 feet and a half a foot, hit in fair territory. Took a big bounce, went by Wheel, who was able to adjust and bring it back in quickly, but it's a 2-out double here for Kritzberger. And the Burros have had doubles and home runs galore here throughout this weekend. They've had a lot of extra base hits as now it's to Hattlestead. Hattlestead first pitch swinging, popped up. Dale Geiger right into the circle, and then this one is going to drop. Now it's going to take a big bounce. Dale Geiger one-hands it, tries to get the runner at third, can't do it. So Kritzberger will slide into third base as should have been off and running with 2 outs and been to third base no problem, but instead maybe thought it was 1 out, so it got a little bit closer. As Hattlestead will get an infield single. As between Dale Geiger and Helter, just no one really called for that softball. And now as Kritzberger comes up, they might have to come out here, maybe get a new runner into the game as Kritzberger went to slide. And she's okay right now on the base pass, but definitely getting looked at here by one of our athletic trainers. So runners at the corners right now with 2 down as you'll have Alexis Iverson coming to the plate. And for the Beulah Miners, quite frankly, they should have been out of the inning. But instead, the Burros get an extra out here to work with as they attend to Kritzberger here up the third base side. And she's going to get a little wrap on, probably just sliding on the turf here, maybe almost like a slide on the basketball or volleyball court. Just got a little burn, and she's rolling up the socks. Looks to be all right. So Kritzberger will stand at third base. Hattlestead will stand at first right now. The Burros will try to keep the 2-out good time rally going here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Yesterday, the Burros against Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark erupted for 3 innings here in inning number 1. Able to get another run in the 4th, and they chased Sierra Yale out of the game, but Piper Feller came in and threw an absolute gem of 4 2/3 innings worth of base softball and only gave up 2 hits, and those hits came in the 7th inning late in her appearance, and they just solved the riddle that was Sierra Yale, but couldn't figure out the puzzle that was Piper Feller yesterday for Hillsboro Central Valley, and the Lakers eventually would put some runs up against Tinley Dickoff and alongside Kaya Chenault. Dickoff went 3 innings. Chenault worked the other 3, as we'll see Megan Ensign here for the Burros for the first time in the circle when the Miners come up to the plate. Alexis Iverson due up now for the freshman right fielder. She will take one that'll work inside. It's 1-0. A little cross breeze here today that's gone mostly towards left field here in Fargo. The Canadian Wildfire haze continues here 83 degrees. Air quality index is 101, so a little worse than yesterday if you're hanging outside for a few hours. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Runners in a break from first to second. Adelstead will be in scoring position here, and we'll see runners now at second and third for the Burros. And Iverson delivered the base hit. She'll have a hitter's count, 2 balls and no strikes, and it's Kaya Chenault after that. 2-0 pitch. This one will run in at the hands. It's 3-0. We'll see if Corey Erickson gives Alexis Iverson the green light here on 3-0 or taking all the way and trying to load the bases up for Chenault. A 3-0 pitch by Dale Geiger. That'll miss on the inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. A double, a single, and a walk has loaded the bases here for the Burros, as now it's Kaya Chenault coming up to the plate. Kaya Chenault yesterday able to reach base 3 times. An error walk and a fielder's choice here for the Burros. And an extra base hit and a single in their win over Velva Drake Animus in the quarterfinals, as she will take one that misses inside. So Addie Dale Geiger right now looking to find the zone where the Burros looking to break through here in the top of the first inning. Kritzberger at third, Hattelstead at second, and Alexis Iverson stands at first. The 1-0. That'll be called a strike. It's now 1-1. Addie Dale Geiger yesterday against the Central Cass Squirrels went to 5 innings of work. Really, it was innings 4 and 5 that really did her in. As this one is hit right back up the middle. The shortstop will go the long way across the diamond. Emma Hager to Christensen to retire Chenault, and that'll retire this side. There are no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and the bases left full here for HCV in the top half of the first inning. As we make our way to the bottom half of the first, we're scoreless on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. 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 Carrington, North Dakota.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
As we get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Megan Ensign misses inside on Cassidy Christensen to the junior first baseman, as it now will be 1-0. This one will also miss. It's going to be 2-0. Dale Geiger batting second, followed by Ellie Weiner third. Jada Rembolt in the cleanup spot. Clara Hager batting fifth, and Peyton Horning batting sixth here for the Beulah Miners. 2-0 pitch from Ensign. That'll work out of the zone. It's 3-0. Helter, the second baseman. Wheel at left field batting eighth, and Hadley Ost, the designated player, with Emma Hager, the seventh grader shortstop here in the starting lineup. So we'll get to the infield, outfield here in a moment. 3 balls, no strikes here to the junior first baseman in Christensen, and she will take all the way. It's 3-1. Quam behind the plate. Hattelstead at third base. Kittleson at short with Tice at second, and Williston stands at first. Iverson in right, Kritzberger in center, and Jelmstead in left. The 3-1 pitch. This will be foul. It's now 3-2. The starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Grower-owned quality products. Go to crystalsugar.com to find more information and potentially your next career. 3-2 pitch on the way. This one will work outside for a ball, and that will be a 6-pitch walk as Cassidy Christensen will take first base here. The Miners with a runner on in the bottom of the first inning. Eddie Dale Geiger, the junior pitcher, got on base a handful of times against the Central Cass Squirrels. It was a 2 and 3 batters of Dale Geiger and Weiner that really caused Whitney Mitchell some problems yesterday for Central Cass. As staying put here is going to be Christensen. Dale Geiger takes a strike at 0-1. Dale Geiger yesterday reached base twice with 2 singles and a run scored. Then Weiner reached base twice, went 2 for 3 with a single and a 2-run home run. You take away those 4 hits, the Miners had 0 against Mitchell yesterday, as this one is foul-backed. So for Megan Ensign, this is the dangerous part of the lineup. If you just go from yesterday's performance, and Beulah scored 3 runs and a win over Botno in the quarterfinals to make it to the championship portion of the bracket. No balls, 2 strikes. The senior Ensign in the circle, the pitch, well, back again, and we'll do it at 0-2. Payne Quam, the Senior Athlete of the Year in Region 1. Find out if she will be named the Senior Athlete of the Year coming up later after the championship game. Already had the Coach of the Year. Was nominated after the 5th place game. Get to that here in a second. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Ensign gets the strikeout. Big swing by Dale Geiger, and there's one down. Bryce Skutnik of Velva Drake Anamoose, the Aggies, was named the Coach of the Year here in State B softball earlier today. Still one more game to come after the conclusion of this one. We'll have the championship for you, which delects Burlington, Lewis, and Clark and the Central Cass Squirrels. Here comes Weiner, the freshman catcher. She will take a ball. It's 1-0. For the Beulah Miners, 2 years ago, a team that finished as the state champion in the state of North Dakota. Made it to Jamestown last year, back to Fargo this season. The 1-0 by Ensign. Batter will stay put, and this will miss off the plate. It's now 2-0 here to Weiner. As Ensign right now having her first appearance here at the state tournament. We've seen Chenault and also Dickoff here. The 2-0 pitch will be called a strike, and when you have an 8th grader like Tenley, the future is bright in softball when you can have a pitcher that's an 8th grader freshman going out pitching multiple innings in multiple games going forward for this Borough program. Here's the 2-1. This will be hitting the air up the first baseline foul, but then you look at a Corey Erickson team compared to Kyle Christensen. Kyle's losing just 1 senior, the outfielder of Rembolt, while for the Burrows, Peyton Kwama, catcher, a very vital spot in softball, is going to be gone. You see Kettleson, Ensign, Morgan Potasic, alongside with Destiny Ellenson and Carsey Hattlestead. There's some quality names that are playing their final game here today for Hillsboro Central Valley, as this one will run in and make the count full. It's now 3-2. So for this Borough program going forward, some new faces in different places will be the theme next year. Payoff pitch. This one will be low, and it'll be a walk, and the second free ball here for the Beulah Miners. Runners at first and second with Jada Rembolt here, the senior center fielder here for the Miners coming up to the plate. And as we alluded to, the lone senior here playing the final game for Beulah. Beulah traditionally, in terms of their colors, blue, white, and gold, but here that teal color. Top to bottom, little pinstripe action. This one will run inside. It's now 1-0. For Hillsboro Central Valley, they loaded the bases up in the first with 2 outs after a double, single, and a walk. The Miners are 1 walk away or a single from doing the same here in the first, the 1-0. That'll be in there for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Baseball action going on at Newman Outdoor Field earlier today, 7th place game. Renville County loved the nickname. The Muskrats picked up a 8-4 win over the Rugby Panthers to take 7th place at the State B baseball tournament, as this one is smothered by Quam in the dirt. It's now 2-1. Shiloh Christian, Bishop Ryan playing for 5th. We'll have Park River Northern Cass scheduled for about a 3:30 opening pitch, and then the championship with Thompson and Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgley later tonight. 2-1 offering also out of the zone. It's now 3-1 as Ensign is trying to find the consistent strike right now here in the circle. 3 balls, 1 strike here to the senior center fielder as Ensign with the pitch. Got it on the inner part. It's now 3-2. Third batter in which Megan Ensign has seen a full count, and she's seen 4 batters so far here against the Beulah Miners offense. Clara Hager and then Peyton Horning due up next here for Beulah. As Ensign has the payoff pitch. Hit in the air, that'll go to center field. Kritzberger comes in and makes a sliding catch in center. Oh, what a play by the center fielder, Kritzberger. Kritzberger down to a knee and with the turf slid, backhanded the softball right on the Bison emblem in center field. And there's 2 down. That could very well easily be our play of the game right there by Kritzberger. If she misses that, there's 2 runs coming in, no doubt about it. But instead, it's out number 2. Now it's to Clara Hager as Ensign with the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike here to Clara, the freshman third baseman. As Ensign works ahead, able to get ahead early on Dale Geiger after Addie fouled a couple off, earned a strikeout. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off speed inside. It's now 1-1. State softball tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. The State A up in Grand Forks on the campus of University of North Dakota. Both all turfed fields here on the eastern side of the state. 1-1 pitch is going to be hit right back up the middle. This is a slow roller. Here comes Christensen. She's going to be waved in. Kritzberger's throw to the plate, not going to be in time, and the runner will make their way to second base here. And now just holding this one for Hillsboro Central Valley will be Ensign. It's an RBI single for Clara Hager. Christensen comes in to score, and the Miners have taken the first lead of the game on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. On the throw, you'll see Clara Hager making her way to second base as the Beulah Miners have struck for their first run of the game. First hit against Ensign as well, as this one will miss off the zone here to Peyton Horning, the freshman right fielder. Just a slow ground ball that got past Kittleson in his center. You knew immediately Christensen was going to score. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss out of the zone. It's 2-0, and then with the throw by Kritzberger. If she throws that one to second, you'll have runners at the corners, but once you go home to try to get the runner with Christensen, that allowed that base runner Hager to get 60 extra feet of real estate here. Here's the 2-0 offering. That'll be called a strike. It's 2-1. Championship game scheduled for a 4:30 start with the Central Cass Squirrels and Des Lacs Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers. A rematch of the 2018 championship here in State B. 2-1 pitch from Ensign. That'll miss outside. It's going to be 3-1. Tice, Williston, and Jelmstead, 7, 8, and 9 batters coming up for the Burros in the top of the second inning. Question is it going to be a one-run contest, or could the Miners keep on digging and try to get another run or two across here in the first? 3-1 here from Ensign. Swing and a miss. That'll be 3-2, and Quam throws back to the lead runner and nearly got Ellie Widener at third base. Quam with that whip throw right there. She threw out 4 base runners against Velvet Drake and a Moose back on Thursday. A big reason why the Burros picked up that victory. Here's the payoff pitch upcoming from Ensign. Foul back, and this one will stay alive here for Horning, and we'll keep it at 3-2. Todd Fisher, John Young, and Mark Sandman are umpiring crew here today in this contest. As Ensign has the 3-2 pitch. Check swing did not go. That'll be outside. It'll be a walk. Third walk of the inning for the Miners. They've got the bases full as it goes to Emma Helter, the junior second baseman. Seventh batter here for the Miners in the bottom of the first inning. 1 run on 1 hit, but a chance for a crooked number. Well, for Ensign, your one quality pitch from leaving the bases full. This one will miss out of the zone. It's now 1-0. Center fielder Kritzberger shading a little bit, about 10 feet from straightaway center into left center. And Jelmstead in left field playing straightaway. Iverson shading a little bit to the gap in right. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. So Twins baseball back in action later tonight as they continue their West Coast road swing. going up against the Seattle Mariners, coming back in 10 innings last night to pick up a win. They'll play at 6:15 here out in Seattle, as that one will miss low. Now 2-1. Starting pitcher of Bailey Ober going up against Bryce Miller for the Seattle Mariners. 2 balls and a strike on the way here to Emma Helter, as Ensign with the pitch. That'll be a strike now, 2-2. Runner at first is Horning. At second is Clara Hager. Third base is the freshman catcher and Ellie Widener. Ensign takes a look at the wrists as she gets the call from the dugout. The 2-2. That's one be grounded foul off the left ankle of Helter, and we'll do it all over again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Always fun to come to the north side of Fargo for a state baseball softball tournament. You can walk between both ballparks. Doesn't take you too long to get there and enjoy a hot dog and at the game as well. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Ensign gets the second strikeout. A run on a hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We played 1 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard. The Miners lead by 1 with the Burros coming to the plate in the second.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. We at IRE Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an IRE Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at ireins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware. Top of the second inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the Beulah Miners and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros for the 3rd place contest of the state softball tournament here in Class B. Bottom third of the lineup. Tice looking to bunts this one, but it will be foul. It's 0-1 as that one never left the box. Actually backspinned about a half a foot by the time Weiner was able to barehand it, as Clara Hager now is going to be about 20 feet down the third base line here, playing about a third off if that bunt is coming. Yet again, here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Sometimes you can maybe catch a fielder napping right out of a half inning. After the bunt, Hager came down a third of the line. Now after the swing and a miss, she goes back even with the bag at third. Here's the 0-2 by Dale Geiger. Popped up. We'll see if it's playable. The first baseman, Christensen, has about 5 feet in front of the Burrow dugout up the first base line for the out. In foul territory, Tice is retired. 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Broadcasting today from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth here in Fargo. Chad's Excavating, helping farmers grow and helping you with your water management plans. Call Chad's Excavating at 701-430-0182. That's 430-0182. As taking a strike is Williston. It's 0-1. Field drain tile experts with Chad's Excavating. No balls and a strike here to Williston, the junior first baseman for the Burros. The 0-1 pitch. That'll miss low. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. The Burros have been the visiting team on the scoreboard for all 3 games as the unseeded team. Here's the 1-1 hit on the ground. That'll go to the second baseman. Helter makes a nice play at it with Christensen, able to glove it. Flips it over to the first baseman. And Dale Geiger has retired 3 straight batters as it now goes to Jelmstead. And back to top of the lineup with the catcher in Peyton Quam. Jelmstead here, the sophomore left fielder. Here's the pitch, looking to bunt, now brings it back, hits one in the air. The shortstop able to glove that one. Emma Hager to retire this side. It's a 3-up, 3-down second inning here for Dale Geiger in the circle on the Golden Harvest Temp Gazette Seat Sales scoreboard. The Miners lead it by 1.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Bottom of the second inning for the Beulah Miners here. As Megan Ensign in for her second inning of work for Hillsboro Central Valley. You'll see the 8, 9, and 1 batters, J.C. Wheel, Hadley Ost, and Cassidy Christensen here due up for the Miners. Beulah, 1 run across on 1 hit in that first inning. They left the bases full, but drew 3 walks to get a run across. As J.C. Wheel takes a pitch on the outside part of the plate, it's 1-0. See some fans bring the umbrellas here to the game, not for protection from the rain, but protection from the sun and the UV rays here today. 1 ball, 1 strike earlier this morning at 9:30 in the 7th place game. Saw a few folks bring a sweatshirt, maybe even a blanket. A little chilly in the morning, but you will maybe use that blanket now because the sun hits the grandstands here. Here's a big second hop. The backhanded play, nicely done by Kittleson and Willison at first base. As Wheel is retired 6-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down. Kittleson made a nice play in the hole at short, but Willison also had to take the one-hopper with the stretch and get the out towards Wheel, as now it's to Hadley Ost. Not the worst idea if you're coming out to the ballpark, though, to maybe bring a blanket or something to sit on top of the bleachers here. As kind of hear some of the fans and kids when they come up through the game, they'll go, "Whew, the bleacher's a little warm the first time you sit down on it." No balls and a strike here to Hadley Ost, the sophomore designated player. It was Ensign able to get the first out of the inning. This one will be hit up the third base line, backhanded by Hattlestead. What a throw across the diamond to Willison. 5-3 on the putout. Pair of groundouts. The left side of the infield kept busy here in the second. 2 down as it goes to Cassidy Christensen. Christensen drew a walk and came in to score after the single by Clara Hager in the first inning. Here's the pitch on the way to Christensen. That'll miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Burrows so far no runs on 2 hits. Well, for the Beulah Miners, they've scored a 1 run on 1 hit. 1 ball, no strikes from Ensign as she looks behind the plate to Quam, and this one will be called a strike. It's 1-1. Quam's going to be a very important figure that leaves next season for the Burros. Just her ability to frame behind the plate, trying to keep base runners from taking the extra 60 feet. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. If you got a good pitcher and a good catcher in the game of softball, you can go places. You don't have to score much and put many runners on if you have a good 1-2 battery that are kind of on the same page throughout the course of the game and hitting your spots. 1-2 on the way to Christensen. Got her on front on the off speed. Quam will have to throw down to first in time, and it's a 3-up, 3-down second. As we make our way to the third on the Golden Harvest Temp Gazette Seat Sales scoreboard, Beulah leads by 1.
To electrical work, experience matters. And at Miller's Electrical Service LLC, they've got the skills, expertise, and experience to get the job done right. From industrial and commercial projects to residential repairs and installations, get in touch with Gannon to get the job done safely, efficiently, and right the first time. Locally owned, trusted, and ready to serve your home or business. Call 701-430-2124 today and let Miller's Electrical Service LLC power your world.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st. Fireworks, monster truck, Laura J's strong and amazing aerial stunt show, racing, free stage entertainment, magic shows, youth and senior days, mechanical bull riding, free music, Veterans Day. It's the Norman County Fair. Get the full schedule at normancountyfair.com. There's so much more at the Freegate Fair. The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st, Ada, Minnesota, where summer begins and the fun never ends.
Top of the third inning here, Peyton Quam fouls one off on the first pitch. It's now 0-1 as Dale Geiger on for her third inning of work in the circle. The 0-1 offering going to be hit in the air. That's a fly ball to right. Horning comes in a couple of steps and makes the catch. Quam retired on a fly out to center and now a fly out to right here to begin the third inning. And there's one down as it goes to Kaylee Kittleson. Kittleson with a ground out to Clara Hager in the first inning at third base. Andy Dale Geiger first time through the lineup, 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk with no strikeouts. And this is going to be hit, and that'll be down in front of the right fielder. Good inside out swing by Kittleson, and she gets a base knock into right. As Horning was coming on, then it one hopped her right in front of her. So a one-out base hit here for the Burros. Their third hit of the game. Now it's to Kritzberger, who had a lazy fly double down the line and left. Her last time up in the first when the Burros were trying to get a little two-out rally put together. Here's the pitch from Dale Geiger. That'll go all the way to the backstop, running to second base. The throw not going to be in time, and actually he's going to hit Kittleson as she went to slide, and this one kind of went right up to where the throat area would be as it took the bounce. And Emma Hager was behind the play, and as that softball one hopped from Widener to Hager, sliding into second base was Kaylee Kittleson. And it looked like where the mask comes out as the batter has a mask here with the helmet, and it went just kind of right underneath her, almost towards that throat area, as she is getting attended to right now. And looks to be all right. She's kind of grasping around that neck. Obviously, that's a hard stinger right there. Just want to make sure you can collect your breath and be good to go as she is back on her feet after taking a knee for a little while. You'll see the 1-0 upcoming here to Kritzberger, but a runner in scoring position after that wild pitch. I've seen that a couple of times here throughout the tournament where someone slides and gets hit with a softball at second. Here's the 1-0 on the way to Kritzberger. Kritzberger with a big swing. As it'll now be 1 ball and 1 strike. For the Burros, chance to tie this game up here in the third. 1-1. That'll run on the inside. The throw back down. It's going to hit again. Kittleson one more time. This one off her right shoulder. Then it shoots out to right center. So Kittleson will take third. It one hopped and hit Kittleson, this time on the shoulder as Widener was throwing behind the runner, trying to get her out with Emma Hager, but then it went off the right shoulder blade here. As now it's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes on the way here to Kritzberger, but you'll allow the runner to get to third base after that throw hitter. All of a sudden, the Burros have a runner at third. Here's the 1-2 by Dale Geiger. Hit in the air. That'll go to left. Wheel is there, and she can't make the play as it's going to one-hop her and one-hop the wall. Wheel maybe had a chance at it if she all of a sudden took a step back to begin with, but she took a step forward, and then by the time she took that step forward, the ball was going to get by her, and then a one-hop to one. It's an RBI double here for Kritzberger, and we're knotted at one apiece. Nice piece of hitting, even choked up on the bat a little bit there, Kritzberger. Kittleson comes in to score, and we're tied at one on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard as this will run in for a strike. It's 0-1. Carsey Hattlestead with a single for the senior third baseman so far here today. Batter number 4 of the inning for the Burros. Had 6 batters in the first, 3 up, 3 down in the second. Here's the 0-1 from Dale Geiger. And this will nearly hit her. Dancing out of the way, goes all the way to the backstop. I'll allow Kritzberger to scamper to third base. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike to Hattlestead, and Hattlestead will try to take a page out of Kritzberger's book, have an uppercut swing, try to drive one out of the outfield somewhere. 1-1. Off speed, that'll miss low. It's now 2-1. A game that got underway back a little over a half hour ago here today on the north end of Fargo. Tied at 1 apiece after that double by Kritzberger, and she's got 2 of them so far here today. The 2-1. Check swing up in the zone. Now they got the runner in a pickle here as they throw it back down. Widener gives it to Clara Hager. Hager back to Widener. Back to Clara Hager. In time for the out as Kritzberger is gunned down at third base. So Widener to Clara Hager. Hager to Widener. Back to Hager. And Kritzberger is out at third. And there's 2 down. Now I've seen Widener be very attentive here, saying if you're going to try to get the extra foot or 2 possibly, as we'll see a 3-1 count upcoming on the bases. She has thrown even behind the runners now at second and at third, and Kritzberger is retired at third base. Large out number 2. Here's the 3-1 to Hattlestead, and Hattlestead will take a strike. It's now 3-2 for the Burros. And we'll see the Miners in the bottom of the third with Addie, Dale Geiger, Widener, and Rembolt. The dangerous part of the Miners order coming up. Payoff pitch, off speed. This one will work outside. It will be a ball, and Hattlestead will take first base. Second walk of the game here for Dale Geiger in the circle, as now it goes to Iverson. As Iverson coming up here, as we'll see both a lot of red from Central Cass and Lax Burlington. Right now a good chunk of blue here with the Beulah Miners and the Burros. Here's a swing and miss by Iverson, who walked on 4 pitches her last time up in inning number 1 to load the bases, in which the Burros left the bases full with that little 2-out rally. Tied at 1 here on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard. The 0-1 pitch. That'll miss low. Widener flakes the throw to first as Hattlestead gets back. It's now 1-1. Burros in search of their 16th win of the season and their best place ever at a state tournament. For the Beulah Miners in search of win number 21. 1-1 pitch fouled off the netting. It's now 1-2. The Burros, though, have had some good swings against Dale Geiger so far here today. 3rd day of the tournament. Sometimes you just wonder what everyone's stamina level might be. How many pitches do you got left as a pitcher who's thrown multiple innings? The 1-2 off speed got her out in front. This one will go to the shortstop, and she will take it by herself with Emma Hager to get the runner Hattlestead out at third base. That'll retire the Burros here in inning number 3. But a run does come across on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left. We played 2.5 today. We're tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
The World of Outlaws late models return to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota, June 28th. Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown, presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Enjoy the experience. Nationwide top 10 experience last year. Let's make it number 1 this year. World of Outlaws late models, Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown, presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Tickets now available, ncraceway.com.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks. so you can focus on the things that really matter.
Bottom of the third inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. 2-3-4 batters with Addie Dale Geiger here to lead things off for the Beulah Miners against Megan Ensign as we get to our in-game update brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance with Ryan Opdahl Agency in Hillsboro from games that happened earlier here in the day. Dale Geiger 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch swinging, fouls one back. It's now 0-1 in the count. The Mayport CG Patriots picked up a 8-6 win over the Carrington Cardinals. Brooklyn Galdi went 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer and 2 runs driven in for the Patriots. They scored 2 runs. Carrington scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Then back and forth we went. Patriots take 7th place over Carrington. Here's the 0-1 off speed. Dale Geiger will see this out of the zone. It's 1-1. Then the Consolation Championship, Quincy Bruner went 3 for 4 with 3 runs driven in and a run scored for the Aggies in Velvet Drake Anamoos's 12-6 win over the Botno Stars. That's an in-game update brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance. This one is laced out to right, and it will be a catch. Oh, what a play by Iverson. Iverson able to make a sensational play in right, and there's one down. That had extra bases written all over it. And what a play by Iverson as she dove with the glove towards the right field fair foul line. Made a snow cone catch to boot as she dove. What a play. One down here in the bottom of the third inning. Now it's to Ellie Weiner with a walker last time up. And when you get plays like that, that can definitely be a shot in the arm for a pitcher. Fly ball by Weiner. This got some juice into left center field, and it's gone. Weiner with the home run for the Beulah Miners in back-to-back days, and Beulah has taken a 2-1 lead. As we said earlier on, the 2 and 3 hitters in this lineup are awfully dangerous, and Weiner shows you why. And she gets a solo home run to left center field, and the Beulah Miners have retaken a 1-run lead. They led 1-0 after 1, the same after 2. The Burros just tied it moments ago here in the top of the third, and just like that, the Miners have taken the lead back on 2 hits. As you see now, Jada Rembolt. As Rembolt will take a ball, it's 1-0. Rembolt, Hager coming up here for the Miners. As Beulah's first extra base hit of the contest. The 1-0 pitch, that'll miss inside. It's now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Here to the senior center fielder who flew out her last time up. The 2-0. This one will miss out of the zone. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Ensign's walked 3, struck out 3, 2 hits and 2 runs against so far in 2 and a third innings. 3-0, that'll be a 4-pitch walk. So Rembolt will take first base. Now it's to Clara Hager, who has a single with a run driven in here earlier today. As Hager was able to hit one right up the middle to drive in Cassidy Christensen in the bottom of the first to give the Beulah Miners a 1-0 lead at the time. First pitch swinging, and she will smoke one into left. Jelmstead will cut that one off in the gap. It will be a single here for Clara Hager, her second base knock of the contest. Rembolt at second base, and the Miners have runners at first and second, and all 3 swings by Dale Geiger, Weiner, and Hager that have went into play have been hit hard here against Megan Ensign, second time through the lineup. Peyton Horning with the walker last time up. As Peyton was able to work the count 2-3-2. A reminder, after this game gets done, we will get you ready for the championship at 4:30 with Central Cass, Andalax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. We'll also find out who the senior athlete of the year will be in the state of softball in North Dakota for Class B, as this one is fouled by Peyton Horning. It's 0-1. Earlier today at Newman Outdoor Field in the baseball 7th place game, Renville County defeated the Rugby Panthers 8-4 to pick up the 7th place hardware. Shiloh Christian, Bishop Ryan Nedros playing in the Consolation Championship, and then it's all Eastern teams for third place and the championship with Park River, Northern Cass, and Thompson, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion later on today. This one is smoked right off the glove of Willison. Willison will pick it up and then beat the runner at first base as it was a line drive shot. It went off the glove of Willison into foul territory. So the runner sprinted up 60 feet, and good job by Willison by about a step, able to get the out over at first base. As I think right now what Coach Christensen is going to say is that the first baseman, Willison, never touched the actual white bag, that she touched the runner's bag that was orange, and he's going to come out and say if that is actually an out or not, because as it stands right now, you'll have Rembold at third, Hager at second. There's going to be 2 down, and that will be the out at first base. So it almost works as a sacrifice bunt. It's a quality productive bat for Peyton Horning regardless. As there'll be 3 unassisted, 2 down here as the Miners looking to have a crooked number up in inning number 3 here with Emma Helter, who struck out her last time up. Here's the pitch on the way from Ensign. That'll miss. It's 1-0. 6th batter to the plate here for the Beulah Miners. Common phrase by the patrons here this weekend is good eye that we've heard in the stands, and that's not just from one team. That's from a multitude of teams as the 1-0 pitch is skied to right. Camping underneath it is Iverson to retire this side. But a run does come across on 2 hits, no errors and 2 runners left. We played 3 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Beulah leads it 2-1.
Don't be by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Kaya Chenault. Chenault hits one right back up the middle to Emma Hager at shortstop, able to flip it over to Christensen. And 2 pitches, Kaya Chenault is retired again by the shortstop, Emma Hager here. And there's 1 down in the top of the 4th inning on yourliveevent.com. From Theraldson Park here at NDSU, it is the state 3rd place game with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros and the Beulah Miners here. Coming up to the plate now for the Burros is going to be Abigail Anderson, as Anderson will be hitting for Chloe Tice. So Anderson will come on here for her first plate appearance of the contest for Hillsboro Central Valley. 3 1/3 innings so far for Dale Geiger. She's spread out 4 hits in 2 innings, 2 in the first and 2 in the third. 1 run against, 2 walks and no strikeouts, and that run was earned. As Dale Geiger sees this one out of the zone here against Anderson, it's 1-0. For the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, able to make it to the first ever State B softball tournament back in 2012, where Enderlin Maple Valley won the state championship over Central Cass. Made it in 2017, 19, 23, and 2025 for Corey Erickson's club. The 1-1 Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. As we're starting to see some more red make its way here for the Lakers and Central Cass fans that looking for a good seat for the championship game later today. The 1-2. Dale Geiger runs this one up on the rise ball. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seeing the interest of softball locally, but also seeing what the Women's College World Series has been the last couple of years in Oklahoma City. The 2-2 pitch, strike 3 looking, and Addie Dale Geiger gets her first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 down here in the 4th. Able to see Oregon, Ole Miss, obviously Oklahoma just a powerhouse in women's college softball. The same when it comes to a story program as UCLA. 2 down as this one will be called the strike. And here in the Summit League on this very field, the Bison owned the Summit League for the decade that was 2010. They made it every year outside of 2013, making it to the NCAA tournament as this is laced up the first baseline. That'll go foul now 0-2. Made it all the way in their very first year back in 2009 when they were transitioning from Division II to Division I. Made it all the way to the Sweet 16 round of the NCAA tournament, playing down at Arizona State in the Super Regionals back in 2009. Here's the 0-2 offering to Willison. That'll run in and hit her right at the knee. That hit her on the outer part of the knee here, so Willison, the junior first baseman, she will make her way up to first base here, as Willison will definitely be wearing that one going forward and getting it looked at by the assistant coaches here. We'll see if we maybe even get a courtesy runner just to allow Evelyn to get back in the dugout here, get a little bit of a water and get reassessed, and she will come out as we'll have a courtesy runner here with Kiara Kazette coming into the game. So Kazette will come in and run at first base here for the Burros. As you'll have Aaliyah Jelmstead, batter number 9 in the lineup here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Burros got a 2-out rally in the first. They loaded him up off a double, single, and a walk. They'll try something similar here if Aaliyah Jelmstead can get up to the plate. Ever dangerous Peyton Quam is on the on-deck circle here for HCV. Dale Geiger with the pitch. First pitch swinging, Jelmstead was all over that, but hit it foul by about 10 feet down the left field line. Strains that one out just a little bit. We could be talking about a tie ball game potentially. Instead, it will be 0-1 and a very loud strike here to begin the at-bat to Aaliyah, who popped out on one pitch to Emma Hager at shortstop, her last time up. Here's the 0-1. That'll be called a strike. It's now 0-2. It's been a rolling schedule since 9:30 this morning for the state softball tournament. The next one more of a hard start for that championship game, and then unless this one goes longer at 4:30. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. This one will go right towards us, towards the press box here. As we'll make our way through, and we'll keep it at 0-2. Last year had one that directly went into the press box where we're sitting. Here's the 0-2 offering. That'll be in the dirt. Widener able to block it. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes for the Beulah Miners in the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be their 8, 9, and 1 batters with Wheel, Ost, and then Cassidy Christensen here for Beulah. As Dale Geiger looking for her second strikeout of the inning. 1-2, swing and miss, and she'll get it right there. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Dale Geiger with her second strikeout here in the circle this afternoon. It's the Beulah Miners 2, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
Bottom of the fourth inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the State Class B third place softball contest here from North Dakota State University. From Theraldson Park, Wheel, Ost, and Christensen again due up here for the Beulah Miners. Good to see Willison back at first base here defensively after she got hit by a pitch on the outer part of the left knee as she is back in the infield here for the Burros. Megan Ensign, 3 innings of work so far, 3 hits against, 2 runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. As this will miss low, it's going to be now 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes on the way to Wheel, who grounded out to Kittleson to open up the second inning at short. 1-0 pitch, that'll miss. It's 2-0. Quam behind the plate with Hattlestead at third. We mentioned Willison here at first, and he got Tice over at second base. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. That'll be called a strike on the outer part. Now 2-1. Jelmstead in left with Kritzberger and straightaway center. Now you got Iverson out and right, who made a sensational play to rob an extra base hit by Dale Geiger in the third. 2-1. That'll work outside. Now 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike on the way to J.C. Wheel. As Ensign right now with the pitch. Swung on. Iverson will come in again. This one a little bit more of a traditional catch. Didn't have to dive for that one, but Iverson been kept busy here as Wheel is retired. And 3 of the last 4 outs have been hit to Iverson in right. 1 down here. As now it goes to Hadley Ost. Ost with a ground out to Hattlestead at third base in inning number 2. The pitch. Foul back to the netting. It's going to be 0-1. Bottom third of the lineup so far against Megan Ensign here for the Beulah Miners. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts, 2 groundouts, and a strikeout. Ensign would like to keep that tradition going here against Ost. 0-1. That'll run out of the zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. North Dakota State baseball lost yesterday to the number 3 seed in the NCAA baseball tournament in Arkansas. After 3 innings of play down in Arkansas in a loser-out game against the Kansas Jayhawks, the Bison have a 2-0 lead against Kansas in an elimination game. Here's the Bison trying to survive and advance in the postseason, going up against the Big 12 Jayhawks after going up against the SEC Razorbacks. The 1-2, strike 3 looking, and Ost is retired. Ensign gets her 4th strikeout. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Very similar to what Tenley Dickoff did in both the Thursday and Friday games. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Dickoff was about the same. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, right around there. Here's the pitch to Christensen as Christensen will take a ball. It's going to be 1-0. Christensen wearing a glove on her left hand, but not wearing a glove on her right hand here. Wearing a yellow glove on the left. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one off the glove of Quam to the backstop. It'll be a ball. It's now 2-0. Cassidy with a walk and a run scored in the first. Struck out swinging in inning number 2. Then the ever-dangerous Dale Geiger and Widener on the on-deck portion of the plate here for the Beulah Miners. Here's the 2-0 offering. Hitters count. And taken all the way, it's now going to be 3-0. So fell behind J.C. Wheel got her to fly out to Iverson. Here's a 3-ball, no-strike count upcoming here to Christensen. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. What's at stake in this third-place game? Well, for the Beulah Miners, the ranked number 4 team coming in terms of the coaches that were here at the state tournament, trying to finish one notch better than that third. Here's the 3-1. Christensen will hit this one down the right field line. That'll go foul as the fans will, like the 4th of July, just start to spread out and scamper there down the line. Or sometimes if you get a 4th of July firework, that's a 16 shot that goes down to the ground and starts spinning. You start spinning with them, trying to get out of the way. 3 balls, 2 strikes here for Christensen as Ensign has the payoff pitch. 3-2 hit in the air, and Iverson going to be kept busy as she makes a charge into right center with the glove and the catch. A 3-up, 3-down inning here for Megan Ensign. We played 4 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. It's the Miners 2, the Burros 1 coming to the plate.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Top of the 5th inning on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Burros down by 1. As you'll see, Quam, Kittleson, and Kritzberger do up here. Dale Geiger throws a ball. It's now 1-0 to Payton, who flew out to Rembolt in center field in the first, and then to Horning in right field in the third. The 1-0 pitch. Big swing. Now it's 1-1. Wheel in left field with Clara and Emma Hager at third and shortstop. Emma at short. Helter at second with Christensen at first with Weidner behind the plate. Dale Geiger, the 1-1. Taking all the way is Quam that splits the plate, now makes it 1-2. Just have a feeling if the Burros are unable to get much here in this inning, will Peyton Quam, will Kittleson Kritzberger be able to come up to the plate again against Dale Geiger, as this one is going to be laced in the air to right. That'll be underneath the glove of Rembolt in right center field. Look at Peyton run. She's rounding second on her way to third. Here comes a relay by Helter. It won't be thrown. It's a stand-up triple for Quam into right center, and the Burros have the tying run 60 feet from home plate. Well, Rembolt gave it her all, as that one was just hit on a line out to right center field, and Rembolt tried her best as she went for it. It went underneath her glove. That'll be a triple here for Quam. And now the tying run here stands at third. And you're just kind of going through again. How many more times, in fairness, will Ensign see the Weidners, the Dale Geigers of the world for Beulah? And it's the same thing here for your Dale Geiger. You can have a 1-up, 3-up, 3-down inning. Or in the 5th, you could have had a chance to not see Peyton Quam again, but now with the hit, 1 ball, no strikes here to Kittleson. Kittleson will dance out of the way. It's now 2-0. We've already seen a Beulah minor with Weidner throw out at third base here, Kritzberger, earlier today, so Quam will have to make sure she doesn't over-commit to home plate here. The 2-0. Hit in the air, that'll go to left, and this one will be past the left fielder wheel. Kittleson rounds first. She's on her way to second. It's an RBI double for the Burros with back-to-back extra base hits, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Coming in to score will be Peyton Quam. Kittleson makes her way to second. That'll be her second base hit of the contest here. The top third of the lineup has done the damage for the Burros. Between Quam, Kittleson, and Kritzberger here today against Dale Geiger. Taking for a ball is Kritzberger. She's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles here today. All that the Burros are missing is a home run, and they would have the team cycle. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 1-1. So Quam hits a triple, followed by a Kittleson double. What's next on the lineup card here for the Burros with Kritzberger? The 1-1 from Dale Geiger, going to be fouled back to the netting. It's 1-2. Just past the 3 o'clock hour here in a game that's about an hour and 5 minutes old here today from Thoroldson Park. Hour and a half from the championship a little bit later on here this afternoon. Dale Geiger looking for her 3rd strikeout. The 1-2 pitch. Got her out in front on an off-speed pitch, and Kritzberger did a good job of kind of reloading there at the plate and able to get enough of that one to have another crack at it. In the top of the 5th inning, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch going to be laced, and that'll go foul. And we'll keep it at 1-2. Good battle going here between the number 3 batter here for Kritzberger and Dale Geiger for the Beulah Miners. The 1-2. Off speed, got her out in front this time, and she gets the strikeout. Dale Geiger with her 3rd of the contest. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Now goes to Carsey Hattlestead for the Burros. Here's a swing and a miss, makes it 0-1. Hattlestead with a single in the 1st, walked back in inning number 3 here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Worked the count full. As the Burros will try to take the lead here. They can get another base hit. That would be their 1st lead of the contest. The 0-1, that works outside. It's now 1-1. Miners' 1st run of the game in the 1st. Burros tied it top half of the 3rd, immediately answered by Beulah in the bottom of the 3rd to make it 2-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. That'll work outside. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the cleanup batter and Carsey Hattlestead here for Hillsboro Central Valley. As Hattlestead hit 2 solo home runs against the Aggies. Hits one off the end of the bat, takes a big bounce over to the second baseman to Helter. Does move the runner Kittleson up to 3rd base. Hattlestead will be retired 4-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down. Now it goes to Alexis Iverson. As Iverson 0 for 1 today with a walk. Made some nice plays in the field. We'll try to drive in the go-ahead run here for the Burros. With Kaya Chenault on the on-deck portion of the plate. This one a 1 hop towards the catcher. It's now going to be 1-0. As Iverson looks at Dale Geiger. 1-0 pitch. That'll be called a strike now, 1-1. For the Beulah Miners, it'll be the dangerous part of the lineup. Dale Geiger, Weiner, and Rembolt, 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up here for Beulah in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-1 from Dale Geiger. That'll work up out of the zone now, 2-1. As you see Dale Geiger right now in the circle. Take a look at her dugout alongside with Weiner. Get the call for the next pitch. 2-1 will work inside. It's now 3-1. Baseball coming up later today at Newman Outdoor Field. Northern Cass playing for 3rd place against Park River area. Joel Ansello on the call on your live event. Also the same for the championship game with Thompson against Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgley. As this will be a walk on the way to Iverson on 5 pitches. Runners will be at the corners now here for the Burros as it goes to Kaya Chenault, who's 0 for 2 today with a couple of groundouts. As Coach Christensen going to come out and talk with Dale Geiger here and say, take a quick bottle of water here, and the same thing for Widener behind the plates. Broadcasting from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth. Speaking of water, you like the water now, but when you don't like the water, check out Chad's Excavating. Helping farmers grow and helping you with your water management plans when you get a half-inch here, an inch there, and just seems like the water can't go anywhere. Call Chad's Excavating at 701-430-0182. That's 701-430-0182. Let the man at Field Drain Tile, Chad's Excavating, cover you today. Here's the pitch. There'll be a strike. Runners in a break to second base here with Iverson as he will get into scoring position. It's now going to be 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Batter number 6 of the inning here for Hillsboro Central Valley. This match is the most they've sent to the plate in an inning as they did in the first. This one going to be off the end of the bat. It takes a slow roll here to Helter. Helter is there to get Kaya Chenault out at first base. The Burros do score a run on 2 hits. They do leave 2 with no errors as we've played 4.5 today on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Not at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Bottom of the 5th inning here on yourliveevent.com. Knighted at 2 apiece here between Beulah and Hillsboro Central Valley. What's been a really good third-place contest matchup here between a team from Region 4 in Beulah and a squad from Region 1 here from Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll see in the championship later. A team from Region 1 in Central Cass, and then a team from Region 3 in Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. Question is, can Region 1 have 3 teams finish in the top third of the state? As this one's popped up, Quam just ran out about a half a foot of room right in front of the third base dugout towards the backstop, as this one will be a foul ball, as it's going to be 0-1 here to Dale Geiger. Once again, Region 1 trying to see if they can have 2 of the top 3 teams in the state and possibly bring another championship home to Region 1 with the Squirrels. Dale Geiger, a line drive shot to Iverson and right that was scooped up before it hit the turf on a line drive out. 0 for 2 today. Here's the 0-1. Dale Geiger pops one up in the air. That one is slicing foul, and this will dive in for a strike. Jomstead, Kittleson, Hadelstead all giving chase. Need that one to stay up in the air maybe for about another second, and they could have had a play on it. Instead, it'll be 0-2. That goes to Weiner on the on-deck circle. Has already got a home run here today for the Miners as she hit one out to left center field. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 0-2, Dale Geiger hits a 3-hopper. That'll go to Tice at second. 4-3 on the putout. And Addie is retired for the 3rd time today, as now it goes to Ellie Weiner. Weiner with the walk and a home run here for the Beulah Miners in that number 3 spot in the lineup. As Ensign, 4 1/3 innings work so far here for Hillsboro Central Valley. The Burros, with the win, would have their best finish ever at a state tournament for 3rd place. Here's the pitch. This one will go foul. It's now 0-1. For the Beulah Miners, just trying to show you that they are the team to reckon with, and they've done that with the state championship back in 2023, but a team that has just consistently been knocking at the door here of a state tournament for the last 5 seasons. An awfully good program at that. The 0-1 pitch will work inside. It's now 1-1. But some teams that have kind of owned their territory. Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark is one of them over the last decade. We've seen the Aggies put a nice couple of years together for Velvet Drake and a Moose. Obviously, Beulah here with 5 straight years at the state tournament. No question about it in terms of what the Central Cass Squirrels have been able to do, and similar now to the Mayport CG Patriots, making their way back to state here, finishing 7th place the last 2 seasons. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Ensign. Oh, miss outside. It's 3-1. Just says there's some teams where you think about football or you think about volleyball. The same here when it comes to a softball. Or you just say that squad and that school has either had history or continues to evolve into what they are right now. The 3-1 pitch to Widener. That'll be a nice single to left as it splits both Hattlestead and Kittleson in the infield. So Widener's aboard for her 3rd time today, her 2nd base hit, and a runner on with 1 out here for the Miners in the 5th. There's Jada Rembolt. A fly out in the 1st inning, a walk her last time up and stranded at 3rd in the 3rd. There's Megan Ensign. The flex player in the circle here today for Coach Corey Erickson. Looking to bunt. This one bunted up the 3rd baseline, foul by Rembolt. It's now 0-1. The Miners with a run in the 1st and a run in the 3rd. Beulah so far with 4 hits. They have left 5 runners on. While for Hillsboro Central Valley, 2 runs, 6 hits here today for the Burros. And they have currently left 7 runners on base. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground. This one will go to the 3rd baseman, Hattlestead. They'll try to get the lead runner. Not in time. As Tice was there, sliding in was Ella Widener. Tice takes a spill. And you'll have runners at 1st and 2nd right now. As Corey Erickson going to go talk it over with the ump and make sure that Tice is okay as well. So we're going to say that when the glove of Tice, she was not on the bag as Widener's feet was able to beat her. So reaching on a fielder's choice here will be Rembolt. Widener will go to 2nd base. I understand the situation by Halstead trying to get the lead runner. The good runner by Rembolt at 1st as well. As now they're going to check out Ellie Widener. As this is going to be a game for both teams, or there's going to be some black and blue marks after the conclusion of this game. Nothing malicious or malintent, just going in hard charging was Widener as she slid in, and then Tice went to go glove it. She had to climb the ladder a little bit. And that's where you saw the collision when she came back down on the base then. So runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 down as Hager comes up to the plate. And Hager will take a ball. It's now 1-0. Clara with 2 singles here today with a run driven in back in the 1st. She's been that next batter outside of Dale Geiger and Widener that has really had a nice performance so far here in this afternoon for the Miners. Ensign with the 1-0. Hit on the ground. This one will be a foul ball by about a half a foot. Otherwise, Hattlestead easily would have had the runner Widener out at 3rd base. Instead, it will be 1 ball and 1 strike. As we'll have the 1-1 offering upcoming here from Ensign. The pitch hit in the air, popped up. The 2nd baseman, Tice, can't get to it into short right field as Widener was making sure that she was going to be at 2nd, looking to possibly takes a big round of big. Now they got her in a pickle. Hattlestead with a throw to Quam. Not in time. Sliding in is Widener, and the Beulah Miners have taken the lead here at 3-2. That wasn't probably on the call card there. Widener will come in and score. Rembolt goes to 2nd, and then eventually to 3rd as Hager with the single stand at 2nd base now. Widener took a big turnaround. They threw it to Tice, and then they were able to go towards the third baseman, Hattlestead, and Hattlestead just waited a split second too long to throw it to Peyton Quam. As the slide there by Weiner beat the throw and the tag of Quam, it's now 3-2 Beulah with runners in scoring position. Here's a bunt safety squeeze in the air. Oh, what a play by Quam. Barehanding that one for the second out. That one was just a short little maybe pop-up about 3 feet behind home plate, and Quam with the right hand snagged it out of the air for the second out. Large out at that, 2 down here as it goes now to Emma Helter. Helter is 0 for 2 here today. Here's the pitch by Ensign. Foul back, and it's 0-1. Sometimes a base running blunder can help you out, and that's exactly what happened there on the play by Widener, where she rounded third, and she was dead to rights out at third base. We're able to come in and score and get that go-ahead run here for the Beulah Miners, who were able to answer in the fifth as they did in the third when Hillsboro tied the game up. Here's the 0-1. Swing up the middle. This one will go to Kittleson. Kittleson has time, throws across the diamond to Willison to retire the side. But a run does come across on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We have a new score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Beulah 3, the Burros coming to the plate with 2.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City office at 701-636-4620.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Top of the 6th inning as Tice is looking to bunt. This one will be a foul in the box. It's now going to be 0-1. Tice, Willison, and from there, Jelmstead due up here as Coach Christensen is going to ask if maybe Tice was already out of the box when it hit her to be an out. I'm going to talk it over with the umpiring crew because if that's the case, there will be an out here instead of it being 0-1. So our umpires will come together of Todd Fisher, John Young, and Mark Sandman here and discuss this particular play as it was right off the plate and then towards the left-handed batter's box here. They're going to say, nope, just a strike. So it'll be 0-1 when it hit her as they confirm the original call on the field. So every time the Burros are able to tie, the Miners have struck back with a run to take the lead right back. Here's the 0-1 as the Burros, as it stands right now, are down their final 6 outs of the season here in this third-place contest. No balls, 2 strikes. Dale Geiger, 5 innings of work so far of 6 hits softball, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts. She's walked 3 and hit a batter. This one will be now 1-2. Bottom third of the lineup so far here today. I've gone a combined 0 for 5 with 1 runner that has gotten on base here with Willison. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Dale Geiger gets her 4th, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. With Willison coming up next here for the Burros. So Dale Geiger gets the strikeout. As we see the Beulah Miners right now up by 1. This one will be called a strike. It's 0-1. Evelyn Willison Got hit by a pitch on the outer part of the left knee. The right-handed batter her last time up in this very count when it was 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one will be a high chopper up the middle. Bobbled there by the shortstop, Emma Hager, and getting on board will be Willison. Taking it was Emma Hager with her momentum towards second base on the high hop and went off the glove. And they're going to give that one a base hit here with Evelyn Willison. And the Burros have the tying run at the plate now to Aaliyah Jumstead. Peyton Kwam would love to come up to the plate with a runner on here to swing. There's a pop-up in the air on one pitch. Rembolt coming in from center. She will give way to the shortstop who can't make the play with Emma Hager, but caught in a rock between a hard place there was Willison, as that one was about 20 feet behind second base. Emma Hager lost it, and then Helter was able to glove it quickly and scamper to second base to retire Willison. So Jumstead will reach on a fielder's choice, and Coach Christensen wants to talk it over with Peyton Kwam coming to the plate. Yesterday we saw Coach Christensen twice intentionally walk Brady Bussey for the Central Cass Squirrels when there was a free base. And with Peyton Kwam, a dangerous batter, in Kittleson here, how aggressive do you want to be to Kwam? Because, equally Kittleson can put one and jump one into the alley somewhere as well. So 2 down here in the 6th. Peyton Kwam is 1 of 3 today. Last time up, hit a triple to right center field. Flew out to Rembolt in center and flew out to Horning in right so far for her 3 plate appearances. Runner at first again is Willison here. Runner at first is going to be Jelmston. Now she's going to break from first to second, and she will slide in safely. So Leah Jelmstead gets from first to second base here. There's 2 down again in the inning. And now what do you want to do with Kwam? 1 ball, no strikes on the way. See if they potentially walk her, give her first base. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Peyton Kwam will take first base, and that'll be to Kittleson. So intentional walk here on the way for Dale Geiger. Runners at first and second as the Burros will have the go-ahead run now standing at first base. Then it goes to Kaylee Kittleson, who's already 2 for 3 today with a single and a double. Her last time up does have a run driven in here for the Burros. Speed on the base pass here if Kittleson can get one into the outfield. Looking to bunt, takes it away. Now the runners are going to break for third, and this one gets by the shortstop. Getting up now will be Jumstead. She's going to come in and score on a double steal. The Burros have stolen a run. It's 3-3. And going from first to third, here is going to be Peyton Kwam. So they're going to intentionally walk her. They get the double steal on, and as we just said, they had speed on the base pass. It'll be a throwing error by Widener. Jumston will come in to score. Kwam stands at third base. Here's the pitch on the way to Kittleson. Kittleson hits one on the ground towards the shortstop who bobbles it, regains possession. Not in time. It's an infield single for Kittleson. Coming in to score is Kwam, and the first time today, the Burros have a lead. It's 4-3. Good things happen when you put the ball in play. And they will actually give that an error on Emma Hager. Kwam comes in to score her second run of the game. And the Burros have a 1-run lead. Now it's Kritzberger here, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Kritzberger looking to bunt. This one goes foul off a Widener. It's 0-1. So when you have the intentional walk, was it good or not? Well, Peyton Kwam still could have hit one somewhere, but the answer is it did not favor the Burros. After the double steal by Jelmstead and Kwam, the throw by Widener went off the glove of Emma Hager because looking to bunt was Kittleson, so Clara Hager had to come down the third base line, and Emma had to run a long way to get to third base. Went off her glove, immediately popping up, going to score was Jelmstead, and Kwam was off and running as she got to third. And you get the error, and even if it was not an error at shortstop, would have been close at first, but that little bobble of the softball by Hager allowed Kittleson an extra split second to get to first base. As we see the count here, no balls and a strike on the way to Kritzberger. As Dale Geiger has the 0-1 pitch. Off speed, that'll miss. Weiner looks back the runner at first. It's going to be 1-1. As we're starting to see some Central Cass fans and Des Lacs Burlington fans trickle on in. That game about an hour away from the scheduled opening pitch for our state championship contest. Here's the 1-1. Big swing. It's 1-2. Weiner with the throwback to first. Diving back in is Kittleson. It's now 1-2. Carsey Hattlestead is the next batter up here for the Burros. Well, for the Miners, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 batters due up here in the 6th. Here's the 1-2. Hit right back up the middle. This one is going to be gloved by Emma Hager, who then just rolls towards second, but lost the ball as she rolled towards second from the glove. It went off of her hand, and getting there is Kittleson. Emma Hager had the ball, but she was about 3 feet in front of the bag at second, and as she rolled over to touch second base, she lost the ball. And now you'll have Kittleson at second base. Kritzberger stands at first. And the Burros will look to keep it going here as they have a 4-3 lead here on the way for Hillsboro Central Valley. As right now calling time is Clara Hager right now. Just going to talk it over with Emma Hager here at shortstop as the ball just keeps on finding you. So there's at first and second right now here for Hillsboro Central Valley. As the Burros trying to keep the line moving here with their 7th base runner, or 7th batter of the game here with Hattlestead. Hattlestead 1 of 2, a single and a walk. So far here today, it's now 1-0. One ball, no strikes, a 2 down here in what has been an entertaining third place contest. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Dale Geiger. That'll work out of the zone now, 2-0. 2 runs across so far for Hillsboro Central Valley. The top of the lineup has done a good portion of the damage here today. Quam has scored twice. Kittleson has scored once. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That'll be called the strike. It's 2-1. Hillsboro Central Valley with a win. One more time would have their best record or best season ever in terms of final result of the state tournament. The 2-1 misses inside. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to the senior in Carsey Hattlestead. Once you get to this point, could this be your last at bat of your career is the question. The 3-1 pitch. That'll work a walk. Bases are full. Here on the top of the 6th inning, now it goes to Alexis Iverson, who is right now a sneaky player of the game contest here in this one. As Coach Christensen's going to talk it over, we'll see if he makes a pitching change. We'll continue after this here on your LiveVent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Base is full and nowhere to put the freshman right fielder Alexis Iverson here in this one. Kittleson stands at third base. Kritzberger stands at second. Carsey Hattlestead is at third. The Burros already 2 runs across here, and it's their first lead of the game here on the top of the 6th inning as they look to add to it so far here in this one. As you'll see Iverson here at the plate against Dale Geiger after the quick conference in the circle. As Dale Geiger has the pitch. First pitch swinging, this one hit foul on top of the Hillsboro Central Valley dugout. 8th batter to the plate here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Game that's just over 90 minutes old here today. Here's the 0-1 upcoming from Dale Geiger. laced, and this one will be right on top of the dugout. It's now 0-2 with Kaya Chenault due up next here for the Burros. Both these teams have been fighting like it's a state championship game here for third. Here's the 0-2 offering from Dale Geiger. 0-2 runs in at the hands, just off the plate. It's 1-2. Good spot to miss if you're Dale Geiger, because if Iverson would have swung at that one, not much would have happened. Here's the 1-2 offering. Off speed, got her for the strikeout. Fifth strikeout of the game for Dale Geiger. The Burros leave the bases full here in the sixth, but they do score 2 as we got a new score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley 4, Beulah 3.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
Bottom of the sixth inning, 8-9-1 batters. J.C. Wheel will take a strike. As for the Beulah Miners, they'll have J.C. Wheel here at the plate. It's now 0-1. Megan Ensign continues to work here in the circle for Hillsboro Central Valley. Their first lead where Ensign is pitching in the circle here today will make it now 1 ball and 1 strike. Burros plated 2 runs top of the sixth, and every time HCV has scored immediately following the next half inning, we've seen the Miners put at least up a run on the board. The 1-1 going to be hit on the ground. This one will go to the second baseman. Bobbled by Tice. Regains, fires in time. 1 down on a close play at first. Similar to what we saw from Hillsboro Central Valley in the top half of the inning, wondering if that was going to bite them here in the bottom half of the sixth. Is now coming up to the plate. Here will be the flex player and the 7th grader in Emma Hager hitting for Hadley Ost. So Hager will have her first at-bat of the game for the Miners. And following this game, we'll have a short awards presentation. An hour from now is a scheduled of the first pitch between Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis and Clark, and the Central Cass Squirrels. Depending on how much longer this one goes, it'll be tight to getting to that scheduled time first pitch. As you'll see it here with Hager having her first at-bat of the contest. Here's the pitch on the way. Gonna be popped up. Oh, what a backhanded grab by Willison at first. Little pop-up. We've seen Willison and Iverson flashing the leather. 2 down here today. Now it's to Cassidy Christensen. Making some plays behind the pitcher. That's what Corey Erickson talked about in our pregame show, saying there were some difficult plays to be had against the Lakers that the Burros didn't make. Well, today against Beulah, they are making them in spades. As this one missed onto the zone, it's 1-0. Cassidy Christensen 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored, a strikeout and a flyout to Iverson at right, her last time up in the 4th. No matter what, Dale Geiger, Weiner, and Rembolt will be coming up one more time for the Miners. Here's the 1-0. I'll be in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Top of the 7th for the Burros. It'll be Chenault, Tyson, Willison, the 6, 7, and 8 batters to the plate here for HCV in the 7th. 1-1 pitch for Megan Ensign. She's looking for the 24th out of the contest here in the circle. As this one misses for a ball. Make it 21 outs is what she's looking for here. The 18th of the game if she can get one here. The 2-1. I'll be on the outer part of the plate now. 2-2. There's been 2 3-up, 3-down innings. It's been the 2nd, 4th, and the 6th. Trying to do it again. Potentially here in the 6th, that is. Here's the 2-2. That'll work out of the zone. It's 3-2. The Miners sent 7 batters to the plate in the 1st, a 3-up, 3-down 2nd, 6 batters in the 3rd, 3-up, 3-down 4th, and 6 batters in the 5th. Payoff pitch here for Ensign as she's looking for strikeout number 5, or it'll be walk number 5 potentially. 3-2 lashed, and this one will go foul, and we'll do it all over again. Umpiring crew of Mark Sandman, Todd Fisher, and John Young here in this 3rd place game. As the 3-2 pitch on the way here from Ensign. I'll be hit down the first base side foul. I'll keep it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Megan Ensign, 5 2/3 innings work so far. 5 hits against, 3 runs, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The 3-2 on the way. That'll run inside. It's going to be a walk. Cassidy Christensen will get her 2nd walk of the contest, and the Miners have the tying run at the plate here in the 6th inning with 2 down. Now, Dale Geiger, you would say she's due 0 for 3 at the plate. As Eddie right on top of that home plate from the right-handed batter's box right now, giving no room for Megan Ensign. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air. This one a soft fly ball into left center field. That'll drop for a base knock. It's a single here for Dale Geiger, and the ever-dangerous Ellie Weiner will come up to the plate. Runners at 1st and 2nd now here for the Miners, all in a little 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They can possibly tie or take the lead, and if they take the lead, the Burros would be down to their final 3 outs in the top half of the 7th. Weiner with a walk, a home run, and a single, with 2 runs scored and a run driven in here today for the Miners. Quite frankly, she has put in a player of the game type of a performance for the freshman catcher. Ensign with the pitch. That'll work out of the zone. It's 1-0. Then Jada Rembolt is due up next. The Burros have left the bases full twice today. The Miners left the bases full back in the 1st inning. They've left 7 runners on so far here for Beulah. The 1-0 pitch upcoming from Ensign. It'll be called a strike. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the number 3 batter in the Miners lineup. As Beulah scored a run in the 1st, a run in the 3rd, and a run in inning number 5. Here's the 1-1. That'll miss outside. It's now 2-1. Christensen stands at 2nd with Dale Geiger at 1st. Every pitch just on the edge of your seat as if it was a state championship contest. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Weidner. This will miss inside. Quam able to smother that before it goes to the backstop. As we'll work it now to 3 balls and 1 strike. As Beulah trying to get their third batter up and on in consecutive order here in the top third of the lineup. The 3-1. Taking a strike. It's now 3-2. So Widener had a strike to work with. That one on the outer part of the plate. Good spot by Ensign. We'll see if she goes in or out here on the payoff pitch. Runners will be going off the pitch here with Christensen and Dale Geiger with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ensign gets the strikeout, and the Miners leave 2 on here in inning number 6. Oh, what a pitch by Ensign. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left. We play 2 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard with 2 runners on there, that is. We played 6 as we head to the 7th. The Burros are up by 1.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
On the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it's a 4-3 Burro lead as we head to the 7th. Chenault, Tyson, Willison due up here for the Burros. The pitch. This one will be delivered for a strike. It's 0-1. As we get to our Farmers Union Insurance Ryan Opdahl Agency in-game update here, the Burros with their first lead of the game after the top of the 6th inning where they played a 2. Here's the 0-1 by Dale Geiger, hit on the ground. That'll go to the third baseman. Bobbled it there was Clara Hager. Picks it up, throws across the diamond, and it'll be an error. An E5. That'll be the third error here by Beulah in inning 6 and now inning number 7. Hillsboro Central Valley with the 1-run lead. Chloe Tice coming up to the plate, where the Burros have left so far 10 batters on base. They have 7 hits. Well, for the Beulah Miners, they have 6 hits, and they have left 9 batters on base here today. Tice looking to bunt. This one will go foul. It's 0-1. Both Addie Dale Geiger and Megan Ensign right now have gone the distance to this point in the circle. This in-game update brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance Ryan Opdahl Agency. Farmers Union Insurance, your home, auto, business, life, and farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or give them a call at 701-436-5777. That's Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Giving us an in-game update. Then we'll get to the championship with Central Canada, Lax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark here around the corner. That is scheduled for a 4:30 first pitch here today. As we'll have a courtesy runner coming to the game now for the Burros with Casey Hong. So Hong will run for Chenault here at first base. From there, Chloe Tice snowballs and a strike to the Burros. Second baseman. She's 0 for 2 today as Anderson came in and had a swing at it against Dale Geiger in the 4th with a strikeout. We'll see if Tice with no outs tries to bunt again. Clara Hager playing halfway down the third baseline. There's the bunt attempt. The throw back to first. Casey Hung gets back safely. It's now 0-2 on the way to Tice, who went through on that one. No balls, 2 strikes with a runner at first base here in the top of the 7th inning. Burrows looking to get a little insurance here. The 0-2. Foul back off the netting. And we'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. The Burrows would love to find a way to get to Peyton Quam in the top of the lineup one more time. That means Tice, Willison, or Jelmstead would need to find a way to get aboard in some capacity to at least bring Quam up here. And have a similar situation of what they did in the 6th, where they put 2 runs across. Here's the 0-2. This one will run in. The runner now at first. Casey Hong dives back, and she is safe. 1-2. As that one hit the dirt, Hong took an extra step or 2 towards second. Winder has a gun behind the plate. So if you're going to lead off a first or second just an extra step or 2, you better be careful with these 2 catchers. The 1-2 hit in the air down the left field line. That'll go foul. This game working towards a 2-hour mark. Earlier this morning, Mayport, CG, and Carrington played an 8-6 contest. That one went an hour and 47 minutes after the first 4 innings went by in about 40 minutes. Here's the 1-2 again. This one will be out of the zone. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way. The pitch. Runners going to stay put again at first base. Casey Hong. Weiner with the throw. It's now 3-2. Payoff pitch upcoming here to Dale Geiger. The 3-2. That'll be out of the zone. And a really nice walk. And a really good at-bat by Chloe Tice. So runners at first and second right now. Casey Hong at second. Tice stands at first. For Dale Geiger, 1 intentional walk, a hit by pitch, and 5 normal walks here today. Runners at first and second for the Burrows. Now it's to Willison here, who's 1 of 2 today with a single and a hit by pitch. This one gets popped up down the first baseline, foul. It'll be 0-1. So what that walk does again, as long as there's no double play, that means Quam would have a chance one more time as the senior to come up to the plate. The junior Willison here against Dale Geiger. The 0-1. Laced, that'll go foul. It's 0-2. Dale Geiger here, a junior pitcher. These teams will bring back a good core, but the Beulah Miners is going to be a team that you're going to circle. The same for Central Cass. The Squirrels bring everybody back. No seniors on the roster. Beulah just with 1 senior. Here's the 0-2. That'll go out of the zone. It's now 1-2. Weiner just a freshman here. You take a look at Rembolt, the only senior. From there, Helter's a junior. Able to see Wheel as a freshman. The 1-2 offering. Hit right back up the middle. This one is going to go into short center field, and then Helter able to smother it. It'll be a single on the way. Bases full of Burrows. Hung stands at third. Tice at second. Willison able to fist one off there for a infield single. And the infield will come in now for the Beulah Miners with Aaliyah Jelmstead. Jelmstead reached on the fielder's choice with a run scored back in the 6th inning. 4th batter to the plate here in the 7th for the Burrows. Base is full and nowhere to put Jelmstead. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Doesn't matter. Went through the zone. It'll be now 0-1. Peyton Quam on deck. Then Kaylee Kittleson. As the Burrows looking for an extra run or 2 here as this one is popped up in the air. This one going towards the Beulah Miner dugout, and that'll hit the dugout with about a foot to spare. It's now 0-2. Well, Dale Geiger now will look for her 6th strikeout in the first out of the inning. An error, a walk, and an infield single has loaded them up for the Burrows here in the top of the 7th. Well, the Miners will have their 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate in the bottom of inning number 7. Here's the 0-2. Dale Geiger works one inside. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a reminder still to come, we'll get to our Norman County Raceway, Red River Valley Speedway pre-post-game report, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That and more are still to come a little bit later on after the conclusion here of this one. Here's the 1-2. Off speed. This one will be swing and a miss. But enough of a foul tip, they'll say, by Jelmstead. From our vantage point, it looks like that Jelmstead swung on and missed it off the glove of Widener, but it was a foul tip, so staying alive here is Aaliyah. Infield tight here. The 1-2. Off speed yet again. There's an old saying, infield tight is a hitter's delight. You just get a couple of extra more alleys to work with here. If you can just get it over that fence line of the four infielders coming in. The 2-2. Foul back. And we'll keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes, where a normal pop-up could be and spell a problem here with the bases full. Been a very good softball game from the beginning. Neither team has led more than by 1 run as it stands right now. Been tied or it's been a 1-run contest. The Burros would like to change that here with a base hit. The 2-2. Strike 3 looking, and Jelmstead is retired. 6 strikeout for Dale Geiger, and there's 1 down here in the 7th. Now it's to Peyton Quam, who has intentionally walked her last time up. Has 2 runs scored, is 1 of 3 with a triple here today for the senior catcher. The infield will come in yet again. The pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Batter number 5 here in the inning for Hillsboro Central Valley, with Kittleson on the on-deck circle, a fellow senior here for Hillsboro Central Valley. 1 ball, no strikes. This will run in again. Now it's 2-0. Runner at third base is Hung. At second is Tyson Williston. Williston stands at first. Hitters count here for Quam. The 2-0. She will take a strikeout or part of the plate. Now it's 2-1. As the infield will continue to play in and take the run out at home. With Quam's speed, it'd be tough to double her up unless it's a one-hopper somewhere. Fans at the edge of their seat. The 2-1 pitch. Big swing by Peyton. Makes it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dale Geiger looking for back-to-back strikeouts. Quam looking to put the ball in play here for the Burros. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Dale Geiger gets her 7th strikeout and a large out number 2 here in the 7th inning. So 2 down as Coach Christensen comes out and says everybody can just play your normal standard spot here, both for the infield and the outfield, with 2 down. Now it's to Kittleson. Kittleson first pitch swinging, hits one in the air down the left field line, and that will be off the glove of Wheel in foul territory. She gave it her all, as when she went out to stretch and dive for the ball, just went off the top of the glove, and that'll be a strike. It's 0-1. Kittleson with a single, a double. Reach base on an error is 2 for 4 at the plate with a run scored and a run driven in here for the Burros. HCV trying to avoid to leave the bases full for a 3rd inning here. Here's the 0-1. Foul tipped. It's going to be 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes as Widener will come out and talk it over with Dale Geiger there after the foul tip. And Kittleson can get aboard. It will be Kritzberger due up next for the Burros. An error, a walk, and a single, followed by back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the 7th inning. As Dale Geiger looking now to strike out the side potentially here in the 7th. The 0-2 off speed. A miss up in the zone. It's 1-0. As we're nearing towards the 4 o'clock hour, as this game will be 2 hours old and counting here in about another minute. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped again, and we'll keep it at 1-2. As Kittleson right now in a battle here with Dale Geiger. What a ball up the middle would do would plate 1, if not 2. A strikeout here for Dale Geiger would get out of the pickle in the 7th inning. The 1-2 yet again. Off speed, got her to swing. You'll see Widener just touch home as the bases are full, and that'll retire the Burros here in inning number 7. No runs on 1 hit. There was an error with 3 runners left on base. We played 6.5 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard. Burrows 4, the Beulah Miners 3.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
For the Beulah Miners, down to their final 3 outs of this contest. Unless there's extra innings, we have yet to see extra innings here at the state softball tournament, so why not in a third-place game right in front of the championship just to make the Laker and Squirrels fans literally and figuratively sweat it out just a little bit more here in Fargo. Rembolt, Hager, and Horning here for the Beulah Miners. Megan Ensign in the circle will deliver a ball, and it's 1-0. As the Burros right now are 3 outs away from their best finish at a state tournament if no runs come across here by Beulah. The Miners with the 1-0 pitch will be into the crowd. It'll be 1-0. Now it'll be 1-1. Well, for Beulah, they led 1-0, tied at 1, led 2-1, tied at 2, led 3-2, and since then, at the top of the 6th inning, it's been HCV that's had the lead here at 4-3. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. This one will be a 2-hopper. That'll go to Kittleson at short across the diamond off the glove of Willison. Rounding first. On her way to second is Rembolt. Here comes Iverson's throw to second base, and that one will not be in time. A good throw by Kittleson just off the glove by Willison. That'll be an E3, and the Miners have the tying run in scoring position. Now it goes to Clara Hager, the first error of the game here for Hillsboro Central Valley. As now it's to Clara Hager, who's 3 for 3 here today. She's got all singles with a run driven in. The number 5 spot has been productive in the lineup for Coach Christensen and the Miners. Here's the pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. For Beulah, 1 run to tie and force extras, 2, and this puppy is done, and we can get to the championship. For the Burros, it's the opposite. Want to give up 0 runs here. Bare minimum 1 at most to get to extras. The 1-0 pitch, hit in the air. This one goes to right field. Iverson will come into the gap, looking to tag and going to stay put here as Iverson got behind the softball quickly. She has played a really nice right field here today as Iverson. As now there's 1 down to Peyton Horning, who is 0 for 2 today with a walk when she worked the count full back in inning number 1. Megan Ensign in the circle, been dueling with Dale Geiger here for the Beulah Miners. Here's the pitch on the way from Ensign. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here to the freshman right fielder. Then from there, Emma Helter is the next scheduled batter. Here's the 0-1 offering from Ensign. Fisted, popped up down the third baseline, foul. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Runner at second base is Rembolt. The tying run as it stands right now. Peyton Horning falls behind the count as Ensign. Ensign is looking for her 6th strikeout. The 0-2. Up in the zone on the rise ball. It's now 1-2. Now, this has been quite possibly the best softball game here of this tournament. Just a back and forth between these two and what it feels like of a championship style of game here today. The 1-2 pitch out of the zone. Quam has to get out of her crouch. It's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th to the number 6 batter at the plate. The 2-2 on the way. That'll miss low, make the count full. It's now 3-2. If she walks, Emma Helter due up next. Ensign with the 3-2 offering. This one popped up to the second baseman. Glove there by Tice on a little on a little soft line. 2 down, and the Miners down to their final out with the junior second baseman and Emma Helter. Helter 0 for 3 today. A strikeout, a fly out to Iverson, and a ground out to Kittleson her last time up in the 5th. After an error, Jada Rembolt stands at second. A fly out and a pop out as the Miners are down to their final out here of the 2025 season. The pitch upcoming here from Ensign. Foul back, it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here as Ensign is looking to complete the complete game here for the Burros. The 0-1 here from Ensign. That'll miss up at the hands. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. If it does get to the 8th inning, the Burros would have Kritzberger, Heddleston, and Iverson, 3, 4, and 5 batters due up if it goes to the 8th. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Ensign. This will hit her. Emma Helter hit by a pitch. And the tying run at second. The game-winning run stands at first. Now it's to J.C. Wheel, who's also 0 for 3 here today with a pair of groundouts and a flyout. Coach Christensen going to talk it over with J.C. here nearing home plates. We might see a courtesy runner coming in for the Beulah Miners, and that's exactly what we'll have here for the runner at first with Helter. So coming on for Beulah will be Peyton Evans, the freshman on the courtesy runner. Evans will stand at first base. At second again is Rembolt. As Beulah one more time down to their final out. But the tying and game-winning runner on the base pass here with 2 down. It hasn't been easy for Ensign or for Dale Geiger in the circle, respectively, here today, even though they both have had a pretty well-pitched performance considering the circumstances with this turf, the weather, the heat, everything else. And pulling teeth here to get through 7 innings. As Ensign in the circle here for the Burros needs 1 more out, and that out is J.C. Wheel. Wheel will swing, hit one down the right field line, but that'll be foul. It's 0-1. Wheel, we saw the last time up, hit a couple down the right field line and foul a handful off before she finally grounded out. This game started back at 1:57 here this afternoon, so a solid 2+ hours in counting. As Ensign has the 0-1 here for HCV. Hit on the ground, this one playable to Hattlestead. She'll touch third base, and that'll do it. The Burros will finish with their best mark in program history as they will finish as 3rd place with a 4-3 win over the Beulah Miners in a game that wraps up at 4:06 here today. 2 hours and 9 minutes. Hillsboro Central Valley picking up the win will be Megan Ensign. While on the opposite side, Addie Dale Geiger will pick up the loss for the Miners. The Miners finish the season 20-12, while Hillsboro Central Valley picks up the win, and they will finish 16-12, but it will be their best ever finish, again, in program history at third place. The Burros 4, the Miners 3, as we head to our post-game show next here on your liveevent.com.
Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Tip of the cap to both Coach Christensen for the Beulah Miners, and also a tip of the cap to Corey Erickson here for Hillsboro Central Valley. In a game that goes 2 hours and 9 minutes, the Burros, 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed an error and they left 13 on base. The Miners with 3 runs on 6 hits. They committed 4 errors and they had 11 runners left on base here today in this one. Megan Ensign goes the distance here, giving up again those 3 runs, the 6 hits, 6 walks, and 5 strikeouts. While for Dale Geiger here, she goes the distance in the loss in the complete game where she gives up those 4 runs on 8 hits. She gave up 5 walks, a hit by pitch, an intentional walk, and had 8 strikeouts here today for the Beulah Miners. It's now time to get to our player of the game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And you can go one of 2 ways, I think, on this one. But I'm going to give it to Megan Ensign. She goes the distance. Her first pitching performance of the tournament. The senior able to weave through this Beulah Miner lineup and not allow a big crooked inning. The most the Miners scored in an inning was 1 run. Megan Ensign, even though she never hit today, is our player of the game in terms of her pitching performance through 7 innings of work against this Beulah Miner offense. Megan Ensign is our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Go a couple of different ways here in this one. But I think from the Burros perspective, it has to be the triple by Peyton Quam in the 5th inning. You had a double by Kittleson after that, but at the time in the 5th, it tied the game up at 2 apiece. But just that triple that you saw by Peyton Quam really gave a good shot in the arm for the Burros that they were kind of looking for and needed. Peyton Quam's triple in that 5th inning, then the intentional walk to come in and score as well a little bit later on. The Burros just needed it from their seniors. They got it from the top of the lineup with Quam and Kittleson. But our Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game going to be the triple by the senior, Peyton Quam. For more, discover local reliability you can trust at Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Again, that's HalsteadTel.com. Our Agassi Precision Egg play of the game goes by the right fielder in Alexis Iverson. She made a couple of sensational plays. One to start the 3rd inning where Dale Geiger had a smelling double, if not triple, but diving towards the left field line with a shoestring catch by Iverson in the glove. That was just a phenomenal play. That is our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Ag. For feature precision planting in Hillsboro, go to 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Agassi Precision Ag, your precision planting dealer. 4-3 here in this one, as we'll continue with more on the post-game show after this, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway, Red River Valley Speedway, here in a few moments on your LiveEvent.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
As we continue on our Norman County Raceway Red River Valley Speedway post-game show, 4-3 is the win in favor of Hillsboro Central Valley as they're able to take down the Beulah Miners here in this contest. So Region 1 will have two teams that will finish in the top three, with HCV having their best ever performance here at a state tournament, finishing in third place. Peyton Qualm with 2 runs scored as she's able to go 1 of 4 at the plate with an intentional walk and a triple. Kaylee Kittleson here today goes 2 of 5 with a run scored and a run driven in. Kritzberger with 2 doubles, reaches base on 3 times and once on a fielder's choice, goes 2 for 4. Adelstead 1 of 2 at the plate with 2 walks and a single. Alexis Iverson would finish 0 for 2 at the plate with 2 walks. Kaya Chenault would go 0 for 4 at the plate. Chloe Tice goes 0 for 2 with a walk, but also Anderson with a strikeout looking at one-time pinch hitting for her. Willison goes 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 singles and a hit by pitch. And Jelmstead here today would finish the game with a run scored and goes 0 for 4 at the plate. Cassidy Christensen goes 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored for the Miners. Addie Dale Geiger goes 1 of 4. Ellie Weiner today would go 1, make that 2 of 3 with 2 runs scored, a home run, and a run driven in. Jada Remboltz here in this contest goes 0 for 3. Clara Hager goes 3 of 4 with a run driven in. Peyton Horning goes 0 for 3. Emma Helter in this game would go 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. J.C. Wheel 0 for 4, and then Ost would go 0 for 2, and Hager goes 0 for 1. And for the one of our plays of the game, when the bases were full in the 6th inning, Megan Ensign was able to strike out Ellie Weiner, which is just a large moment in this game as it kept the Burros up by a run. This is our post-game show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway here in this one. For more information, check out the races in West Fargo Friday night starting at 7 o'clock. And to get more information, go to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. That again is RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. While on the opposite side for the Norman County Raceway, check out the World of Outlaw Late Medals on June the 28th in Ada. Tickets now available at NormanCountyRaceway.com. As we'll take one more break as the Burros are taking some photos with some of the hardwares they have it down there. Their third place team trophy, winning 2 games here at the state tournament. When we come back on this, we'll put a bow on their third place game and get you ready for the title around the corner here on your LiveEvent.com.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Red River Valley Speedway, you one of the best, you
The Rumble on the Red, presented by Ellingson Companies and their Dow Metals Recycling, is coming to West Fargo, North Dakota. The World of Outlaws and Not Safe to Drink sprint cars come to the Red River Valley Speedway on Saturday, May 31st. Tickets are available now at slspromotions.com or by calling 815-344-2023.
At Carrington Dental Care, they treat you like family. Meet Dr. Chaz Bauer and Dr. Jay Bauer, your friendly neighborhood dentists who care about your smiles. Join their family of happy patients. Whether it's routine checkups or cosmetic dentistry, they're dedicated to making your smile shine. Join the countless families who love coming to Carrington Dental Care, trusted by our community for years. Visit them online at thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801. Schedule your appointment today.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, as they're still getting some handshakes, some fist pumps, some photos are taken, so we're just going to let the Burros go enjoy this one as we will transition from the third place game to the championship game here in a few moments on our Norman County Raceway Red River Valley Speedway postgame show. Let's recap what happened earlier today and also remind you what's going on at Newman Outdoor Field with Joe Lancello here. We'll try to see if we can hear from Coach Corey Erickson, but again, they are still taking some team photos down there from where we can see it behind the first base dugout. Northern Cass Park River area in the third place game right now of the States B baseball tournament. Northern Cass and Park River area, as that one still in the just about to get to the top of the first inning, and then from there we will get to the championship game a little bit later on with Thompson going up against Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley. Seventh place game earlier today, Mayport CG 8-6 over Carrington. Brooklyn Galdi went 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer and 2 runs driven in. Consolation championship went to the Aggies of Velva Drake Anamoose 12-6. Quincy Bruner went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. And then Bryce Gutneck was announced as the Coach of the Year in the state of North Dakota in Class B. And here in this one, Peyton Quam gets a couple of runs scored here for the Burros. Able to help her out a little bit there was Kittleson and Kritzberger. Kritzberger with 2 doubles. You got Kittleson with a single and a double here today as well for Hillsboro Central Valley in a game that took 2 hours and 9 minutes. And a reminder, time to rev up the engines throughout the summer months and listen to Racing on the Radio. Thursday nights in Ada at the Norman County Raceway, then Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo. It's Racing on the Radio every particular Thursday and Friday night throughout the summer months. Make sure you tune in here on 106.5 KRJB FM for Racing on the Radio. Again, your final here in this one, Hillsboro Central Valley 4, while you had the Beulah Miners 3. That does it for our third place game. The championship is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.